again. My name's Chrono, and today is going to be the last video of, well, mostly my stuff. There is, and to clarify that, I don't mean any like, oh, these videos are going to go away. No, I'm just talking about the stuff I got for Christmas last year. Yeah, I know, I'm still doing recordings and stuff like that. Leave me alone, shut up. Also, I've been busy. God. Anyway, there is that thing over there. It's not mine, but I can record it later. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do so. It's like the lucky cat statue thing. Not important, not why we're here. What we are here for is a set that I've been very happy to have finally got my hands on ever since I found out it was announced, and I did promise on this channel that I would do a recording for it when I got it. And that is the new Lego WALL-E set. Now this is set, let's see, where's the ID for this thing? 43279. I love this set. It is a beautiful set. I'm so happy that it exists. Especially considering the fact that WALL-E is, if not one of, my favorite movies ever. The story, the world that it made, just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So, let's get into it, shall we? So, when you get this set, it comes with 3 things. Well, a few things, actually. One of which here is WALL-E. Second, we have Eve. And lastly, we have Mo. Granted, there's also another little thing, and that is this little guy here. This is Hal. H-A-L. Hal. For those of you who are confused, it's like, who or what is Hal? Hal is a pet cockroach that belongs to WALL-E. And you can see him in the beginning of the movie. Now, there is much to tell, and there's much to discuss about this. Now, this is a set that belongs to one of my favorite movies ever. But I am still going to do my job, and that's to record, talk about these sets, make comparisons. I do have the original one, because you guys remember I did the recording on that. But yeah, I'm going to go over anything that I can, and anything that's interesting about these guys. For starters, let's start with WALL-E, right? WALL-E, as with all the robots that showed up in the movie, their names are like acronyms. WALL-E is Waste Allocation Load Lifter, Earth Class. There is note for that. There is like, oh, what do you mean Earth Class? What I mean by that is there's a bigger version of WALL-E called Voila. Waste Allocation Load Lifter Axiom Class. You see them in the movie. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the movie. Seriously, you're missing out. If you haven't watched WALL-E, what are you doing? Actually, you know what? If you haven't watched WALL-E, pause the video, go find the movie, watch it, then come back. Plus, it's been... That movie's old. It's a good movie, but still, whatever. Back on point. Eve is a extraterrestrial vegetation evaluator. And Mo here, I'm sorry, every time I hear about what his name actually means and what it's an acronym for, I can't help but laugh. It's Microbe Obliterator. It makes sense since he's like a cleaning robot. But yeah. So I think I'll start with Mo actually. So Mo here. The thing that I love about this is these are like little figures, like little model figurines. Posability is beautiful, and the details are amazing. This here is his little canister on the back that holds the cleaning fluid he uses for when he does his job. They have this brush here for when he scrubs around. There's this thing. Now, in the movie, this thing will pop up, but if you wanted to, I guess one thing you could do is you could just take this part off and do that. So he's not like at alarm or whatever. But for the sake of keeping things consistent, I'm going to do that and just leave it like this. There is a thing that I'd like to mention here, and it's the fact that I love the fact that any parts you see here, for example, this piece that has Mo's eyes or his photoreceptors, the optics or whatever, they're not stickers, they're printed. These are just printed pieces. And personally, I find that to be an amazing, quite frankly, the best option and choice to do so when it comes to this set. Along with another one, which I will get to. Okay, yeah, never mind. I know where he is now. Okay, we're good. But yeah. Now, Eve. Oh, wait, hold on. There is also another thing. He has like this little roller ball that he goes and he just goes and goes around with. Now, I understand when I first was assembling this, I did think about why they didn't choose the, like, you know, like the smooth, like curved one that they have usually before with some sets. But then I thought about it, I was like, this guy is kind of like for display, so I imagine that'd be a bit of an annoying thing to worry about. All in all, I'm not worried about it. It's still good. Next we have Eve. Now, you notice she has her arms out, and that's because of the fact that they made a beautiful design idea, making sure they try to emulate some of the features and the stuff that she does in the movie. Can she go and collapse her head in? No. If she were able to, though, that'd be even more amazing. But she doesn't. It's fine. Posability, pretty good. Good ball joint. You can swivel it around. If you don't want to have her on the stand, you can simply remove her from it. But that's typically for that. Now, they are able to have their arms collapse into the body, much like they do in the movie. And the way they do that is because of this little section here that they did. Two plates that have the ball joint sections on, or bits on, which allows you to just go and take this and just go like so. Also, it gives a pretty decent amount of posability and movement. Now, in addition to this, I'm realizing some of these plates are not perfectly aligned. That's going to bug me. I will fix that later. In addition to that, you can see they actually gave her fingers. You'd have to go and be careful with how you do that, but you can still pose them if you wanted to, which is cool. I love the detail about the little indicator that, oh, hey, she found the plant, which is one of the main story ideas, like revolving around the idea that life on Earth is actually somewhat sustainable. But I'm not going to go in talking about that because that's not what we're here for. Another cool feature is you can remove this panel to simulate the idea where she has this compartment, which has the boot, which has the plant. And I love that. I love the pieces that were used here. A nice little build. It's so well done. I'm actually going to set this aside for later. You can just go and put her back on her little stand, like so. I also love the print on her optics. It is just absolutely adorable. The best part about how this is you can just pose them. However, it's just great. Look at this. I'm seeing it on the camera right now while I'm recording it. She just looks so adorable. Oh, this is delightful. Now then, the little robot himself. I love these eyes. These are perfect. I can't help it. Now, there is a thing that I will mention, and that is there are some things that I know people can do with Lego. I mean, you guys have seen, well, you guys will see some of the stuff that I do with custom work modifications, stuff like that. You've heard me talk about it. I've got the recordings on the way, relax. But yeah. So there are some things that I do wish we could have, and one of those would be the idea of a Wall-E Lego build that is able to go in and out of his cube mode, because Wall-E's able to compact himself into a box for when he's not online, or he's sleeping or whatever, right? Or hiding. But they did manage to do some of the features, and they managed to succeed fairly well. So, one of them is how his arms go. Because they can go in and out like so, but they can also drop down, which is a good reason because, again, Wall-E was a garbage collector and he compacts garbage. He takes garbage, cleans it up, compacts it into a cube, ejects it, and then he keeps going. And I can actually explain and demonstrate that sort of. Because there's also another little feature. You'll see there's something in here. If I can get it out. There we go. So here we have a trash cube. And you'll notice, if you look at that, here, here, and here, it looks like the tops of soda cans. I love that detail. Now, typically, the way it'll work is Wall-E will go, he'll take his arms, scoop up some garbage, bring it in, and then compact it and eject it out the back. No, actually no. Yeah, no, he'll take in the garbage from inside, like he'll take it inside, compact it, do the thing, and then eject it. I do not like it when my words slur together like a weird slurry, like a milkshake. Why am I craving hot cocoa now? I don't know. I might get some cocoa after this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for some sea salt caramel hot cocoa after this. Anyway, enough about food. Where were we? Right, this. So, I do love how they took care of that. I do love again, there's no stickers here. None. Not a single sticker. I love that. Especially for a set like this, you don't need stickers. You really don't. Printed pieces are the way to go. And I stand by that. Because what this does, it gives you more of an opportunity to get more detail in. and not worry about messing it up when you're applying the sticker. So let's zoom in, because Wally has more detail than the other two. Mo has his optics right there. Eve has the little indicator and her face, but Wally has multiple stickers. There are these, well, not stickers, what am I saying? Printed pieces, such as right here on the arms, on either side. I don't think there's some on the back, no. But there is on the front plate. I love the little details of the rust and such on here, as well as a little set here. Now there's his his charging levels and power level for when he gets charged up, because he actually runs on solar power, which is cool. There's a little recording thing, and there's also a alert button. Like when he goes and does stuff, it's like a cassette player. It's kind of cool. Oh wait, no, it goes on the top, but there's stuff here. Like I think there's a button here that works as like an alarm, because occasionally during the movie he has to deal with like dust storms. Not great, but yeah. Anyway, enough of that. And also another set of printed pieces is his optics right here. He's such a beautiful, beautiful build. The treads do move. Depending on the surface, it's better because, hey, that just makes sense. Posability, not bad. Go up and down. Oh, whoops. I gotta be careful with that. Yeah. There we go. Okay, we're good. This piece just came undone, and that was because I was applying pressure on it and it just popped out. My bad. I love the little thing that they did, though. His fingers are posable, like so. He can do little expressions when he can. The arms move, as I mentioned. And the detail, actually, hold on. I think, if I can get it, first I need to get this out. Can I get, yes I can. Just like in the movie, you can have Wally hold the plant, which is great. However, I'm not gonna have him hold it. I'm gonna have him hold onto the trash cube. And then I'm gonna give Eve back the plant later. Now, I would also like to make a comparison before I conclude the video. And that is, with returning thing, the original Wally set. You've seen my previous video on this. You know I was gonna probably do this. Let's be honest, people. So, I'd like to point out some differences here. One, the major difference here that we have to begin with is the size. This set was made a long time ago compared to this one, which was made last year. This is 2026 at the moment. But yeah, this was made in 2025. And I'm thinking about all the differences. This is really cool to see. It is downscaled. There's differences, as you can see, in multiple avenues. But the thing I'd like to point out the fact is, yes, this set's old. But think about the time. We didn't have certain pieces that we had back then, as compared to what we have now. This is still an amazing set. It's a beautiful set. But we should also recognize how far we've come. I'd also like to make another comparison. This is the plant, then and now. And another avenue of that is actually with Hal. No, I'm not kidding. You probably remember the last video. I believe I talked about this before, but yeah, no. This is what they had for Hal to simulate that. And then, uh-oh, I just ripped off Hal's head. Whoops. And there goes his body. Right. This was then, this is now. Major difference, and the reason why is because of advancements in Lego pieces. Now, this is also a prime example of the multiple things to know. When it comes to Lego, we're always making new things. We're always making new discoveries. We're always finding new parts and getting new stuff to work with. Building techniques, so on and so forth. And as a result, it ends up helping us grow. So that being said, it's cool to see where we came from and how we've ended up getting to a certain point, where we are now. Which brings up with my conclusion. Would I buy this set? Absolutely. Because, yeah, I'll say this. There are some points where there are some sets that have become expensive. There are some sets that I'm not going to be reviewing on this channel ever because I refuse to go and get those things because the builds aren't what I'm looking for and there's problems with it and the price is just too much, right? Not saying that there are some sets that aren't worth it. Yeah, there are some sets that are beautiful, really nice. It's just that the price isn't that great for what it is that they're offering. But this one, excuse me, buddy. This one, on the other hand, is a great one. Now, I will say this. As I said in my last one, if you do want something really cool like this guy, I would find him if you can. Good luck. I got mine on eBay. And the fact that I was able to get mine sealed is incredible. But this is one that's more recent. So you should have an opportunity to get this guy. And this guy. And this wonderful, wonderful lady. So, that being said, in my conclusion, is the price tag worth it on this one? In this case, yes. Because think about it. You have beautifully built and sculpted figures. Beautiful build. You get multiple characters, good details, and for actually reasonable price, all things considered. So, would I get this? Absolutely. And not just because it's one of my favorite movies, but because this is actually a wonderful set that we got from the year 2025. And I'm happy to have it in my collection, and I'm happy I'm able to do this video and keep doing what I do for you guys. I want to share with my world with you. I want you to see the stuff that I like to mess with. I do want to get some stuff with gaming set up more. I'll try to do that in the future. There is stuff coming up. I'm working on that. I'll probably upload shorts of funny moments or weird and crazy stuff that I've done in the past. I will try to do more content as best I can. But yeah, if you want one of these things, get them. But yeah, before I go though, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, And please talk to me in the comments. I want to be able to do my job well, and I want to know you guys' thoughts on what I do. After this video, I have other stuff that I've recorded that's going to be going and be uploaded to this channel. There is stuff that's on the way. I will get that recorded and I will be bringing that on. There's some stuff that I have to build. There's a lot of things that what I'm doing that I have going on behind the scenes. Just know that a lot of the stuff, yeah, there are some old recordings that I've been waiting to do, but I've had on the back burner because I wanted to get the stuff that I got for Christmas taken care of out of the way. So schedule will be going back to normal after that. Well, after this video. But yeah, please talk to me in the comments. Give me feedback. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what it is you guys want to see. I will see what I can do. And please share this with people you know. Share the stuff that I do on my channel with people. Gaming, whatever. Like, I'm here. But yeah. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. This is Chrono, signing off for now. This is really a beautiful set. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. You all have a good one.